Alright, welcome to episode 6, and in this episode we are going after Cheesburger with the help of two Fangs for Hire, or Friendlies to Hire I should say. So yeah, here it is on the map. So this is where you get Cheesburger the bear. And today I have Nick, and I forget the other lady's name, but I have the two air support Guns for Hire here with me, and we're going to have some fun watching them do most of the work for me. So it should be kind of interesting to watch.
Hope you're raring to go, because there's trouble nearby.
So we got the lady at the marina with the helicopter in for close support, and then we got Nick on standby, ready to drop some bombs and do some strafing runs. So as you see, Nick's over there in the flying around in the circle, and then we got the helicopter right behind, hovering over top of me there.
That rattled me up a bit.
So we're just gonna sit up here, relax, drink a beer, and pull our binos out and spot targets. Alright. Go ahead and call in Nick first. Find us some targets. Alright, we got a sniper there. So you can have, there's a perk you can unlock if you didn't already know, that you can have 2 guns for hire at once. You do have to unlock 3 guns for hire before you can get this perk. But it's very cool. You can use, either side of the D-pad, assign different orders to each one. This is one thing I love about this game, just watching this unfold like this. Honestly, I could, the co-op thing is definitely an awesome feature, but I would already be a lot happier with this game because of the companions, Fangs for Hire, Guns for Hire, all that you can get. Definitely a lot more enjoyable. Alright, let's go ahead and jump down. I was hoping I could wing pass right past the helicopter, but I didn't see it in time. Off to our left there. And we got one tango running underneath of us. Alright, let's try to let them do their job as much as possible. I want to see them. Plus, you can level up. The more kills you get with each of your guns for hire, it will level them up, make them a little better. So, especially early on, you want to try to use them as much as possible. Nice, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, please do not feed. Now, I'm not sure, but I think Nick might have a limit on bombs, just like you do if you're flying a plane. I think on that aircraft it's like 5. So once he drops 5, I think they're out, and he'll just do strafing runs. Still pretty cool though. Let's see if we can get... There we go. Go ahead and set the alarm off. Hopefully you bring in some more guys to, yeah, there we go. Kill. So I think the way it works is if there's 2 alarms, which there are in this case, and you try to disarm one without killing the other one, I think it automatically sets it off. I'm not sure exactly how that works. And we got a helo inbound. This game seems to have a fairly good realistic damage ratio, like especially on hard. You know, if you take 1 or 2 bullets, you will be almost like basically usually 3 hits, at least if there are any good hits, will take you down on hard. If you get hit once or twice, you will be taking cover. At least you should be taking cover. And then even like shooting down planes and stuff, if you can get a good burst on them with a gun like this, it'll take them down really quickly. So Nick's plane, as far as I can tell, is one of the few, I think there's only a few, I haven't checked them all out, that has a minigun. A lot of the, especially like the Mustang or the World War II fighter planes, usually have the cannons, not the miniguns. But the cannons do more explosive damage. Can be nice for ground targets, but that minigun's pretty deadly. I believe our helicopter support went down a little bit ago. I wasn't really paying attention. She's a little bit more vulnerable, so I don't really use her as much, but I just definitely want to see both of them that work here. Pretty cool. Love that sound. I have eyes on the target. Now, obviously, with Nick and being a plane, you can't expect immediate results when you call in strikes. So just bear that in mind. Usually, he's a really good option if you want to go in loud, but you want to soften up the targets first or get them distracted. Just get, spot some targets, send him in ahead of time, and then creep in while he's doing some damage. Alright, so we got the outpost. A little mop and a bucket. We're gonna clean up that guy on the wall. Wow.
Nice one, Deb. Colt can't train those judges at the Fang Center.
Alright, I think this is Cheesburger's cage. I'm not sure.
Maybe worth asking around to see where that.
Maybe it's probably the other cage actually.
Heard he's out there tearing up Colt.
See a Cheeseburger over there. Once again, Far Cry 5 did an awesome job with the interiors, the outposts in general, making them very unique, not like a cookie cutter. I mean, pretty much always the Far Cry outposts have been slightly different at least, but in this one they are very, very unique. So sometimes I almost forget that they're actually outposts.
Just letting you know there's a shipment of judges heading your way. There's a pretty good batch, but keep an eye on number 5. She's fucking vicious. Near took off my hand even before we administered
Well,
the
the
serum.
judges, but
Once
I
you
want
train
one.
her, she's gonna be a judge to be feared.
I think they're talking about the wolves they mentioned later on in the game, as the cult's training wolves to take over and guard prisoners and all that.
Just the person I was looking for.
They actually might be mentioned here, I'm not sure. Let's see.
I'm just glad to see it out of the cult's hands, training those wolves to cause hell. And they've been
Oh,
shipping
yeah.
those crazy wolves all the way to the old lumber mill to keep an eye on prisoners. Now, we had a bear here named Cheesburger, bit of a local celebrity actually, had a soft spot for Chad's barbecue, but he got the diabetes, so we put him on a liquid salmon diet. Anywho, Colt tried to take him, so I set him free. Last I heard, he was causing all sorts of mayhem. Someone should go find him, make sure he's all right. Grab some salmon from the pond ahead of time, though. Then feed Cheesburger that salmon, and he'll be eating out of the palm of your hand.
Tell you what, if you want a pet that will run in, cause mayhem, tank a whole bunch of damage, and just kill shit. Cheesburger is definitely what you need.
Take care of yourself, deputy.
The hell? That one of ours?
Alright, and I do understand that this video is not in line as far as time-wise. I just have so much footage to sort through. So I do apologize if this is not exactly how it all unfolds. I'll be hopefully getting out videos for every single character and a lot of the events and stuff. But as of right now, I've been either playing it or trying to sort through and get that footage. So might not be quite linear in that time-wise. But most of these, that's the beauty of this, Far Cry. You don't, for the most part, it doesn't really matter what order. You can do almost any of these in any order you want. Alright, so one trick quickly you'll learn here, these helicopters right here, they will take you out very, very quickly. So if you get spotted by one of these helicopters, make sure you move generally right towards it as fast as you can to get out of range. What they'll do is they'll come, they'll spot you, and then it'll take them anywhere from like 5 to 15, 20 seconds to line you up and get low enough altitude. Whenever they start shooting at you, you're dead pretty quickly unless you got some serious moves or protection. So definitely either try to take them out early or just outrun them. As long as you stay moving, especially moving towards them and get it out of their range, making them try to keep readjusting, then you're usually good. But yeah, whenever they have you locked in, you die pretty quickly. Which is how it should be, because those helicopters actually be pretty deadly. Alright. I think my favorite combo, or at least for general missions and stuff, is this whole Peaches and Boomer combo. You can send in Boomer, he's inconspicuous, if I can say that word correctly, and he'll go in, spot all your targets for you, and him and the Cougar, Peaches, they can take out and cause a big distraction while you creep in. I've actually taken out whole small encampments with just them two without ever alerting, because generally if they don't spot you, they will not actually consider an actual attack, so they will not actually sound the alarm. So you can actually take out liberate a whole place just by sending in your pets. Generally though, they're not that good. Like, your pets will die. What I do sometimes, I'll sneak around and revive them and then send them back after them. But don't expect to be able to send your, even if you have 2 pets in with no aid at all, to be able to take out an outpost. Alright, so here I have to catch a salmon or whatever, a Chinook, for Cheesburger the bear. And it took me a little bit to figure it out. I didn't realize that there's a actual secondary menu on the menu wheel. So if you press the right bumper on your controller, it will pan you over, or whatever you want to call it, switch over to the other menu. So, and that will give you like your fishing gear, all your more domestic, your baits and stuff like that. Apparently just showing me how to fish here, which I already read this before, but it does take a little bit of practice.
The Peggies have gone mad. They're killing all the game.
So far, from what I can tell from this game, the fishing and hunting seem to be really realistic and fun. The only gripe or thing I kind of have against it is it's almost too plentiful. So It's, you know, normally when I bag, you know, a deer or an elk or whatever, or even, you know, catch a fish,
If you got that salmon, I just
you know,
heard
it's after a little
Cheesburger
bit
was
of work
spotted at Lanero
and
Building
takes
Supplies.
time. So I kind of wish they, you know, maybe either made it harder, like made the animals a lot smarter, which they are fairly smart, but I guess harder to catch or kill. Alright, on to the next objective, and this is where we find Cheesburger. And the geese in the background. Very familiar sound. I love the run animation for Peaches there. It's very streamlined, cat-like. Even like when she jumps over stuff and everything is pretty cool. Now I have noticed one thing, Peaches, whenever you're hunting, generally she'll go in and kill, but she does sometimes seem to want to pause, you know, especially if it's like dangerous, like a moose or something, whereas some of the other ones, like Boomer, will usually just go in. Obviously, he's usually, in a case of a moose, he'll be outclassed and he'll usually die, but I guess you could say Peach is a little bit smarter. But yeah, generally that's how it works, and not always. Kind of something I noticed. I love how they added the pretty realistic deer grunts there. Hear them every so often. And I haven't tried out Boomer for attacking wolves or, you know, dogs of his kind, whatever. But I know that Peaches, I have yet to get her to be able to actually attack a cougar. I've run into, I think, like 3 mountain lion, cougar, pumas, whatever you want to call them. And so far, she'll go up to them and growl, chase them off, but she won't kill them. So I think there's something to do with them being her own species. So I'm kind of guessing that probably Boomer and maybe even Cheesburger are kind of the same way. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so here's the encampment. Or the, sorry, I should say the railroad. Go ahead and demonstrate some more the pet's abilities here. So send in Boomer ahead of time. I just have him, you know, sit outside the encampment there, spotting targets. I don't really pay any mind to him. And then usually what I'll do is I'll send in Peaches to attack a target, and then as soon as she gets about to where Boomer is, I'll send him in on a different target. You want to split them up, that way it keeps less targets shooting at one. There goes Peaches. Get him, girl. Alright, let's stick Boomer on the other one. And let's see if we can sneak in while they're distracted there. Whew, close. Boomer. Not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but Boomer tends to, like every once in a while, instead of fighting, he'll actually come back with a weapon, which theoretically is good, you know, I mean, it's kind of cool, but the issue with that is, you know, there's weapons laying around everywhere. There's very rarely, you know, that I'll ever need a weapon, so honestly, it's almost more annoying. Although it does give you a little bit of ammo, so I guess if you're hurting that bad for ammo, it could be something to save you right there. But, yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess. Might be annoying or might be cool to you. Alright, so let's go find Cheesburger. I kind of figured he'd be down here fishing or whatever, but apparently not. I don't know what that is shooting off in the distance. But I definitely love how, you know, Far Cry in general, but especially this Far Cry, you get this feeling that, you know, the world doesn't revolve just around you. I mean, there's other stuff happening. You know, it's a lot more realistic. You know, just because, you know, you're not around causing mayhem doesn't mean that shit isn't going down. And oftentimes you'll find yourself, you know, coming in on the tail end or in the middle of something that had nothing to do with you, which is pretty cool. We have enough games that seem to center everything around you. Alright.
Whatever you do, don't be shy or anything. Just get right up in there
Here
and
she
give
is.
'em the salmon.
What's up,
That
Cheesburger?
little guy will eat it right out of your hand, don't you worry.
Give you a fishy. You want a fishy cracker? Well, a little better than a cracker. Alright, big boy. I don't know if I'd want to do that, pet a bear while he's eating when I just first met him. Most animals aren't the friendliest whenever they're eating, but... Alright, and right away, he takes off. With that banjo music in the background, I tell you it's gonna be one shindig of a party.
Secure that bear for the father.
Alright. Oh, we got some chosen here. Jacked up guys. There we go.
Capture that bear.
Come on. Guess I can't get over that. Alright, let's see. Oh. Alright, yeah, I might need to take that out. And as you see, Cheesburger is a tank. He will keep going. So definitely, if you're if you want to make a lot of noise and just go in guns blazing, Cheesburger, probably the pet for you. Now that's definitely a glitch right there, crawling right through a cargo or a whatever this is, train cart there. No shit. Oh shit, we got a 50 around here. Get him. Come on, Cheesburger. Sorry, I didn't mean to take away your chew toy.
God damn! I heard you found Cheesburger. As long as he's with you, I know he's safe. Just remember, don't actually feed him cheeseburgers, because, you know, he's got the diabetes.
Alright, well, I think that thumbs up this episode of Getting Cheesburger the Bear with dual air support. Thank you for watching.